Everyone, here's a question. Lucas and I are going to compete to answer it. Why should you not worry about running multiple experiments at once? Lucas, you get to go first.
I get to get a coffee.
That's true. Okay, I'll answer why he gets his coffee. So, running multiple experiments at once, here's an example. You might have a website, right? And you are basically, let's an email, okay? Subject line of the email. And you might have 3 subject lines of the email, and 3 intro messages, and then 3 bodies. Those are 3 experiments. Run them all at once. And here's why. Many experiments actually, the goal is to figure out what doesn't work. Which of those things you think are different don't actually matter. And so the idea is by running many experiments at once, you can actually discover things more quickly. There's actually work you can Google. Common misconceptions about factorial experiments. Google common misconceptions about factorial experiments. I'll explain to you why this makes sense. And in our work, we've been pioneering these methods as well. Lucas, now you tell them. Why should they not worry about running multiple experiments at once? For example, if you run an email, send an email, why should you not just test email A and B, but actually test 3 subject lines? Email subject line A1. Hi, how are you? A2. Check this out. A3. Interesting information. But then also, they should run experiment B. Hi, Mary. Today we want to tell you about X.
So different treatments in the same email.
And then or B2.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary. Wouldn't you love to learn about X? And then part C, closing line. To learn more about X, click this link. I think you don't want to miss this opportunity. Check this link. Or if you know someone who would be interested in this, here's the link to tell them about it. So now, what's your opinion as someone who's run many experiments like at Booking.com, Vista, about why people worry about running multiple experiments at once? They tell themselves, I can't do it, right? What's the misconception they have and why shouldn't they worry?
I think they're worried that the experiments might somehow conflict. I think there's 2 sort of things to think about. What is the alternative? So are you going to not make those changes, or are you going to make them without testing them?
Wait, that's important. Everyone, what's the alternative? When you run one experiment, you run out of time. So you will actually not make the changes, or you will make them without testing it. Use your opinion. And that is what you should be terrified of.
Exactly.
Cheers. Cool. What do you all take away from that? What is interesting? What do you share with someone else? What's one thing you can do differently? Was it interesting to understand the idea of these multiple experiments at once, also called factorial? Was it interesting to Google Lucas Vermeer or Joseph J. Williams and read about what we've written? Would you Google about common misconceptions about factorial experiments? So what do you find interesting? What would you share with someone else? What's one thing you do differently after this? Have a good day.